Good evening. Today I am here to give presentation on the topic process of capital budgeting NPV IRR. So first we will see about the process of capital budgeting. Identification of potential investment opportunities. Next is assembling of proposed investments. Then comes decision making. Then comes preparation of capital budget and appropriation. Next comes implementation, and then final performance review. First, we will see about the identification of potential investment opportunities. Capital budgeting first step is identification of potential deals for investment. It may be in plant or machinery or any other investment deals. A committee for planning estimates the future sales and production targets, which help to identify the required investments to be made in plant and machinery, R&D and other areas of investments. Next step is assembling of proposed investments. The proposals which are identified by production or other departments before submission of proposals to capital budgeting committee is being studied from different angles and report is prepared and submitted to the committee. Next step is decision making. The decision is made regarding the where the investment from the opportunities identified by the executives based on the level of management or position limit is assigned for the approving deals. For example, a plant manager can approve investments opportunity till 5 lakhs. In this way, the limits for making decision regarding the investment opportunity is being decided and set up by the company for various levels. Now, next step is preparation of capital budgeting and appropriation. Based on the project budget estimation, the small or large the approval varies from activities to top management level. If a small capital expenditure is to made, the decision can be made by executives, but if large investments are required, then top management approval is needed as it is related to the firm's financial management and its stability. Next step is implementation. This one of the most complex, time consuming, risk fraudulent task delay in the implementation will raise the cost. Next step is performance review. This is the last stage. It is a process of comparing actual performance with the projected performance. It is conducted when the operation of the project have stabilized. Next we have is NPV, that is net present value. That net present value is the difference between present value of cash inflows and present value of cash outflows over a period of time. NPV is used in capital budgeting and investment planning to analyze the profitability of a project investment or. Now, how do you calculate net present value? If the project only has one cash flow, you can use the formula like NPV equals to cash flow divided by 1 plus IT minus initial investment. And one more formula is that NPV equals to today's value of the expected cash flows minus today's value of invested cash. And another formula is ROI equals to total benefits minus total cost divided by total costs. The biggest disadvantage to the net present value method is that it requires some guesswork about the firm's cost of capital. Assuming a cost of capital is that is too low will result in making assuming a cost of capital that is too low will result in making suboptimal investments. Assuming a cost of capital that is too high will result in foregoing too many good investments. NPV provides an unambiguous measure. It estimates wealth creation from the potential investment in today's dollars given the applied discount rate. NPV accounts for investment size. It works for comparing marginal forestry investments to multi billion dollar projects or equitization. Next we have is internal rate of return, that is IRR. The internal rate of return is a metric used for financial analysis to estimate the profitability of potential investments. IRR is a discount rate that makes the net present value of all cash flows equal to zero in a discounted cash flow analysis. Generally speaking, the higher an internal rate of return, the more desirable an investment is to undertake. IRR is uniform for investments of varying types and such as can be used to rank multiple prospective investments or projects on a relatively even basis. In general, when comparing investments options with other similar characteristics, the investment with the higher IRR probably would be considered the best. The formula and calculation used to determine the IRR is that the NPV equals to T summation T equals to 1 CT divided by 1 plus IRR raised to T minus C naught, where CT is net cash inflow during the period. C naught is total initial investment cost. IRR is the internal rate of return. T is the number of time periods. So this completes my presentation. Thank you.